Mm. Hello, welcome back. Best of the best practitioners of love and light, the most ethical, who reciprocate equally their very best. Always. Always. Always, always. Alright, so, hold on. I just noticed a little drippy drew. I found a third spider. Let me just backtrack on this. In the past 3 or 4 days, I don't normally have pests, but when it comes around to full moon or new moon or eclipse manifestations, people are so fucked with their energy. I don't want to just say fucked up. They are seriously fucking themselves over as they progress in their ways. Now, this is just me being blunt with the truth, because angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, and that of our children. Thanks so very much for coming through. Also, Jesus Christ, you've been a solid participant in all of this, so I do appreciate your presence. Yeah, my usual. I forgot to give props to specifically to Kali and Lakshmi in the previous read as well, so just gonna say the names for sure. Yeah, okay, so within these past few days, got one large spider, killed it. I don't even remember where I saw it. I just killed it. It was fine and easy. Second one, I had trouble. I thought I just assumed I killed it or whatever, but I couldn't find its body, so I knew I had to just be aware. And then the next day, which was yesterday, I saw it reappear in the same spot after doing the reading, just like the previous time. And then and so I was like, oh, well, that's lucky. But then it fell kind of in the same way, but I was able to find it this time, and judging by the way it ran away, I knew it was the same kind of energies trying to come through. So I smashed it. Fine, cool. Then, just less than, 10 or 20 minutes ago, I see one, walking, out of all the places that, it could be, I find them every single time. Not just me, but also my kids. And it's always around the full moon or new moon or whatever ecliptical times. So, it's not in every single one, but because I've become significantly better, people have become more stupid and, reckless with their energies. Trying to prove something to others because they think that in some way they're going to prove it to themselves that they're, significant. When all of that is futile for them. But for me, the cosmics are saying it upgrades me. So, so anyway, this last time I was third time, definitely not a charm. After I crushed it, it was just a light crush to shrivel it up. I got my little scepter tweezers, picked it up. I was like, that motherfucker isn't completely dead. I know that the energies are still trying to hungry for bullshit, that they're still bound within that energy. The energetic cord is still there. So I picked it up with those tweezers. I already had my candle lit. I don't remember what color it was. It was a chill color. And I was told to burn it. So I burned it, and I didn't know if I could keep it over the flame. I didn't want to smell any of that bullshit. So once I saw smoke coming from it, I let it go. So it's melted into the wax. It's going to be complete. It's going to be part of my next divination session. Gotta tell you. I already have 3 pillars already burnt out, and now this is going to be the 4th one, so I'm going to include it. And pick a card, pick a candle, reading. I'm told to do that. Very interesting, huh? Interesting how life goes, how we are able to resource, even this is teamwork, but people who refuse to be all in. So life just throws them in, Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because, these people that are trespassing, we've got to forgive, of course, but, they've got to be taught a lesson of for real. Like, I didn't do anything to them. And it's some things are just, what do you call it, inexcusable, non-negotiable, zero tolerance. It's legit. I was called to do that, so I did it. So we're doing a reading real quick with the Shaman Tarot and the Healing Light Tarot. But first, I'm gonna have a cup of drink of my fresh coffee. Fresh coffee. Ooh, it's hot. It is hot. Crazy. Maybe just a spoonful. It's good. It is for sure hot. It's hot. It's really hot. I think I should use milk instead of oat milk. Too sweet. Look what I found from many years ago. The Miwok in Yosemite. That's interesting. I don't know when this was made. When was this printed? 1996 by the Yosemite Association. That's not when I picked it up. That's not when I visited. It was later than that. This is great because I think this was the area that I visited where I ran into a native spirit. Like, it was so real. Like, she was in her garb. She was an older woman, and she was just loving how I spent my time cheering up my now oldest son. And I was just so immersed in that moment that I wasn't like hung up on her. But when I tried to look for her again, I didn't see her. It was like she vanished, and there's no way that it was like that she could disappear that quickly. So I don't know when I got this, but she was in complete garb, and it wasn't a costume. It was insane. So anyway, I bumped into that. Don't know why. So what's the intention of this reading right here? Because I think partially this is also set as like, if they're going to have any takeaway, this is going to prove as a distraction to the things that I need to accomplish. But yet again, the things that I need to accomplish are done in a way that's like so efficient. I will always have enough time to do what I need to do. So as far as being a distraction, their efforts, fall short of fruition. This is, I would say, if anything, a tangent. Okay? Tangent that leads to an answer. You know what fell? The last thing was the tower moment. Interesting. Alright, so let's put these cards back into the mix. So the tower opened up to 9 of Pentacles. These are practitioners, you see? These are other practitioners, also wizardry, that are turning into the dark side because they don't like the fact, you see, 2 of Cups, they're turning into foul, stuff. The awareness that they want to have the power, that they want to pick up my wand, and lead the Empress, trap the Empress into the 5 of Pentacles atmosphere. Alright, so we rebuke that energy, those intentions. We have 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot. Take them away, please. Those that love themselves far too much, causing confusion, delay with their intentions, their ambitions. Oh, I'm hearing Operation Abort. You see, I know some people are going to get triggered. Trigger warning, I have to say, so brace yourself, okay? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You see that she's about to birth into something. This is somebody who is a new mother, but this is somebody who has, who doesn't understand the concept of motherhood, especially with how the prefix was. So, with this, they're saying it's, we need to abort this kind, like it's got to go, okay? Whatever this person is birthing is something of ill intent. You see the prefix here? We also have people who are hungry for power, okay? So hungry that they're willing to go through the gestures of just making it happen. So, you know, some people, like, who have trouble with, like, getting pregnant and all of that, you know, sometimes that shit can make them crazy. Baby fever turns into, like, dude, I don't even know what people compromise themselves. It's not just like if they want a baby or if they want a certain job, if they want a certain role, whatever. They're willing to compromise their values in order to their morals in order to get to a certain place. So Operation Abort on that, okay? Okay, I think I have to leave that as a header card, even as triggering as it may be for some. What else do you want to say, Spirit? Okay, so the intention of this reading is maybe partially to psychoanalyze the situation. Like, what can we gather from this, okay? We can gather an assessment of, like, what's going on with them, but that's, like, that would be more of a distraction than anything, because that's their problem, not mine. But, however, if it's going to discourage them to look at the, giving them the truth, we can go no wrong with this, okay? Because they're already intruding upon our space. So, if they want to search around for certain things, certain gems, we're going to give them those gems of wisdom. And although they may feel an aversion to the truth, then let it be serving as pest control. If they don't want to find the truth, like, they're never going to find the power. You understand? So, we're going to endow them with the power of the truth, okay? You want the power, okay? Let me give you a bit of the truth. Let's see how you can handle and harness that, okay? And so, you know, we can do no wrong with that. All right. Pest control. We got these two, and this upper one, which is death in reverse. Transformation, proclamation, transformation. Not the only time that we've referenced that. Six of Swords, and then the Two of Swords. This is kind of like, I don't know, upright, but also like this way too. So, okay. It was leaning more towards this way, so I've got to say that this opportunity for change will allow them to, how do I say? It's kind of blocking them from the world. Like, it's kind of, but that's good. You know? Sometimes, like, the energies have become so intelligent and resourceful with people's gestures on how to manipulate stuff. Like, it's like kind of double cross, you know, like the, what do you call it? Reverse psychology. So as much as people are going to try to block themselves off from the world, block themselves from seeing, this is actually starting to be a good thing here. If these people are so resistant to seeing, So just heavily relying on their sights and engaging by that, it's going to force them, like by sheer ostracizing themselves, it's going to force them to be by themselves. You know? Kind of like nobody's going to want to play with them. Operation abort means like nobody, like no hands on deck except your own. So you're going to have to rely on yourself amongst this transitory stage. So it's working out in the end here. I mean, we have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands opened up to the Hangman in reverse. So this is awareness, self-awareness, enlightenment, as well as how the outer world responds to, your energy. This is a very good thing because it positions these people into, inevitably, their dark night of the soul and their magic in order to recreate their situation. This is good. This is good stuff. That's actually really, really good. Okay, what opened up 10 of Swords, or 10 of Wands, is opened up by the Page of Swords, with a butterfly, holy smokes, King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so their wizardry, their practice, can become more industrious. They can actually learn their own lessons. Yeah, by their own case study. Back in the day, what's the top of the deck? You see what's showing up over here, like as it kind of dragged out? 10 of Swords, This is the truth. This is what shows on the outskirts, like sheer defeat. 7 of Cups, the dream state, decisions, options. The High Priestess in reverse, facing the 6 of Cups in reverse. So we have those. Okay. What were we going to say about this? Back in grade school, I used to go to school in LA, and elementary school anyway. And there was this teacher staff person who was really, really nice. I'm not going to say his name, but he used to be a gangster back in the day, and he would talk about, he'd have stories to tell as his own case study, and he was very proud of, how far he's come, so much so that he had a militant type of respectable attitude, the way he carried himself. So it's kind of like just humbling to see the turnaround, and know what inspired him. So I'd say that even though I wasn't troubled within that atmosphere, I was troubled with in a different kind of zone. And just remembering that and seeing what kind of impact he has, not just on myself, but others within those similarities, that went a long way. So good for him. Also speaks of the same for these people. So when we say that we're going to teach them a lesson, it's not just in like the immediate value of like kind of shaking them up and giving them feels, but it's also, what is this? Page of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles. Kind of striking up a match. Like, what can you do with that energy? Like, you are a master at something, obviously. So, what can you do in order to respectively achieve that? You tie up loose ends, rather than go through like you handle your own. You tie up your loose ends, you tie up your shoelaces before you walk the walk. And it's splitting itself to here. I don't know why, but okay. The Empress, yeah. So you tie up your shoelaces, you work within your maximum divine feminine in how you receive information from the world. You receive it with grace, absolutely. So instead of going through like the bullshit energy of binding others, because like you'd rather do it to them rather than to yourself. It's like, hold on. The funny thing is that when you do bindings like that, I'm told that you're not just binding the energy that you label as opposition, but you're also like that energetic cord is coming from you, so it's attached to you Do you understand? You're also binding yourself to that. But when you work in the light, it's very different. It's very different, I got to say. Okay? So, we got that. We got that. Cool. Anything else you want to say, Spirit? I have to go through some paperwork and stuff, so. Anything else you want to say before I move? Oh, wait. That's the whole thing right there. Oh, wait. It's there? Okay. Yeah. That one is Ace of Swords. It kind of almost hit the box. So, that's finding the wisdom and achievement and all of that. Okay. Clarifier for the Ace of Swords in reverse is it looks like the Ace of Wands. Yes, it is. Facing the Tower moment in reverse. It's doing the cleanup, using your magic finally for a firm decision that has been made, which is for the best. Okay. So having that as having two aces as oh look, strength is on the bottom. Awesome. Having bookends of aces, that's amazing. You know what that really points to? Being the Tower card is in the middle of all of that. The Tower card also serves as a major tally point. So that's 3. That's the Empress right there. That's the Divine Feminine, knowing what to do with what you receive from the world as far as truth. And asserting your spirit in all of that. That's amazing. I love it. Okay. Top of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. You follow your destiny. You follow your calling. How amazing is that? Dude, my backing is so freaking amazing. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where some of this is going to go, but it just goes. It just goes. I was going to use the Shaman Tarot. Okay, let's get one more card out of this Spirit. Oops. Put it all in. How long have we spent on this? Like 20 minutes? The World card in reverse. It hit the Hermit card and the Hangman in reversal. So that sense of awareness is the turning and going through the dark night of the soul, initiating that point, going from it's the dark night of the soul in the daylight and then moving into the darkness. So doing that on the external and then moving that to the internal basis, those gestures. I know that seems a little backwards thinking, but that transition point of moving from the awareness of what happens in the light versus what happens in the dark, when you kind of position yourself as what do you call it? Kind of aloof from the world. Objectively, that's the turning point in which we take the wheel in closing out old cycles. So that's a huge turning point right there. Because the next one was right next to that was the Queen of Wands. Like, come on, for sure, that's your magic. So the other two that came up on board is the Seven of Wands pronounced and Temperance inverted. So again, yeah, that says a lot. Excuse me. Yeah, that says a lot. It says a lot in a way that's like you took the higher ground. Fine, you're doing that now, and like you're holding yourself like accountable. Like temperance is also not just taking your temperature when you're feeling ill, but maintaining your cool. I like it. R W N R E L E N R B T Y E R C V G O H N E. My legs. Oh, goodness gracious. I see learn. What's that song? You Must Learn. That's Boogie Down Productions. Or KRS-One, you know. Ben, Ren, Gogh, like Vincent van Gogh. VRBO, interesting. Sen, but it's CEN. That's a unique name. Ray, Trey, Try. Some of you might like Glee. I don't know. Terry, short for Teresa. Henry. Hurley. No, there's no U. It's a B here. Anyway, let's put learn together first. Oh, wait, there's no A. Dude, for. Learner. Lerner. That's somebody's last name. That's still valid, though. Laverne, but it's with ease. Bev, short for Beverly. Lenny. Lenny Kravitz, are you gonna go my way? What's Bovi? B-O-V-Y. Bernie? Covey? Franklin Covey? C-O-V-E-Y? Something about that. Trove. I feel like revel is a certain. I think people do this because they're like kind of bored, you know, with their lives, and angry. So I think Spirit is saying that when they engage in their true healing process, like for reals, like take it seriously, take themselves, you know, of more value, therefore higher accountability. They can actually revel in something that's substantially more satisfying. I'm seeing crone here, maiden, mother, crone. So this is divine feminine, like mastery, on receptivity. Yeah, definitely, because that's positioning as 2, which is the High Priestess in the Major Arcana. Brent. Grew. So that's a Empress. Went. Relent. Beth. Tretch again. Hold on. No, Tretch is but from Naughty by Nature. I think I'm still supposed to put that. It has an E, I mean an A in it, and I don't have an A, but I feel like there's still something there. So I feel like trench is important here. You know, people are gonna dig their ditches, right? But you know, sometimes it's gonna be a trench. So that's what it's saying. So 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, trench. It's just like, if you want war, all right, I'll show you about a thing or two with war. So there's trench right there. That's kind of like undercover, like trench coat. The way Spirit is saying it. So I have BIRN left here. I have Byron. Also try. Oh yes, we're saying, okay, you want to try? All right. So 5 is the Hierophant. All right. Come at me. All right. We have a B and an N left here. Some of you are from New York. Netherlands. Some of you might be affiliated with Warner Brothers. I have a WB here. And our references, like, seriously, that's crazy. Some of you are from Long Beach. BR stands for something here. I don't know what, though. Okay, so that's 5. And then 6 is the Lover's card. Both healing energy. Your counterpart, my counterpart, is also a healer because we have RN here. Someone who cares for others. Knows how to care for others. Effective. There's like a meeting at the crossroads. So we contribute to each other's healing on that note. So it's not just like, oh, trauma bonding. No, we know how to do something about it, but it's so much more magnified, like 2 heads are better than 1 on that note. So we have B left, which is like a resting butterfly here. There's 2 places that I can make it as B, like B-E. B in the revel. That's glory. Okay, so that's traction, 7, revel. Also bevel, as far as like the bevel, I think is the kind of outer area that holds like jewels, gems, like in a specific setting. Yeah, I feel like bevel is big here, but let me go ahead and show ya. Show enough for sure. Okay, that's what's happening there. Okay, so now that this reading is officially over, I think my sponsors, my supporters, all donations provided in light and love are received and employed accordingly. Thank you for your respect in advance for my time, my space, my energy, and my work, and that of our children's. And now that this reading is officially over, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations with their appropriate karmas due, helping initiate the rollout of that. For as much as they'd like to expedite that, so shall they see the karma, whether it be reward or consequence. In light and love. I close all portals. No.